poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
Oh, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead.
He's certainly not whole.
I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
We don't have to host another one of those dreadful parties.
Did I hear you correctly before? You're Catherick Thorn's daughter?
I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later.
I thought it was just a coincidence, honestly.
Fine. I will see you at camp to discuss this further.
Very good. We look forward to it.
Now, you will leave us.
Yeah.
We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Well, I mean...
I don't blame her. She's been pent up for a long time.
Yes, but there's a time and a place for these things. I mean, really.
This is the perfect time. Not the right place, but most certainly the perfect time for those two.
Well, we'll... I'm not convinced.
I guess I'll talk to Jaheira. Why did I go all the way around?
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain.
Yeah, if you familiar with them? You've tangled with the Dead Three before?
Extensively. Mind flayers, too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort.
They're not really.
I don't know if they're doing that.
But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die.
What do you mean, we?
Stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a Netherstone. And you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
If by that you mean hang around at camp, then yeah, I'll be glad to have you here.
Glad to be there. Falling foul of Catherick convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate,
very strange
even
people.
darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
See you at camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn?
It's sometimes a shadow-cursed inn.
Gone, the Risen Road should be clear.
My dear Victor.
We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate.
Yes,
There's a
well,
Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing.
Is the,
Denfeland's
conversation
Dancing
done?
Axe.
No.
Oh, okay,
We
sorry.
do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
This woman with a lot of power is putting a lot of power in my spider parent shoes. I just want them to leave me alone.
Yes, Cindarl. How can I help you?
Well, it's more how can I help you? This
Oh.
quartermaster has many scrolls that you might be interested in.
Oh, absolutely.
Including Scroll of Disintegrate.
Oh. Yes.
Scroll of Flesh to Stone.
Yes.
Like your mind.
I
They are
would
quite
think-
expensive.
Well, if we can afford them.
I can afford 1 or 2, but I want you to be sure. There's also a scroll of planar binding.
Oh, I've got that. I know that one.
Scroll of telekinesis.
No, I don't know that
one. And scroll of Otuluke's freezing sphere.
Ooh, freezing sphere.
I've heard good things about that one.
Yes, I've got the resilience sphere, but not the freezing sphere, I don't think. Don't check that. Spells.
Many of these might not actually be available to you yet. I think these are all 5 and 6 spells.
Okay. Well, whatever you can afford.
I'm willing to give up 2 for them because they're all over 1,000 gold.
I have a ping for a hidden treasure here.
Oh.
On the map.
Also
to the west.
Now have a couple of very interesting arrows. One you know already, but the other probably not. But before that, Victor, which scrolls would you like? I'll give you 2.
Well, the disintegrate certainly sounds very very interesting, and maybe the freezing sphere.
I'm glad that's still the case.
Ah, very kind, Cindarl. Very kind indeed. What's that?
I just sell his armor, as sad as that is. Like, we're not going to use it, right?
It's like...
No, we're not going to use it.
No, we're not going to use it.
3K
what does it do anyways?
All incoming damage is reduced by 2. It gives 19 armor. When activated, you can't be moved against your will by any spell or action, but have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. And it gives a cantrip called Howl of the Dead, which lets out a bone-chilling howl that numbs all nearby creatures, whatever numbs does.
That sounds like a lot of fun. It's too bad none of us can use heavy armor.
Yep.
And more than even all that, it looks fucking gnarly.
Yeah, it's like bone and shit.
I have Lae'zel wearing that and the helm you get from the Grim automaton, and she looks terrifying.
Yep.
But yeah, we're not gonna use it. So unless you have a mantle, you can hang it on.
Oh, and also, do you know Cloud Kill, Victor?
Good question.
It's a level 5 spell. It's very good.
I don't know if I trust Victor with Cloud Kill.
That's the one that fucking Ball used on us.
Ah, yes.
Balthazar.
Ball's the god.
Yes, no, I don't know that one. That if you've got that to spare, that'd be marvelous.
Well, I had to buy a few more scrolls so I can actually sell this to her. There, you're going to have a lot of fun new spells, Victor.
Marvelous.
So, a scroll of Disintegrate for you, a scroll of Otuluke's Freezing Orb, a scroll of Flesh to Stone, and that's it. Oh, and the arrows, yes.
Should any of us talk to Withers, because he's here for some reason? Standing on the body of Dara.
Smoke powder arrow for Nav. Looks like a nice bomb on the end of an arrow.
Yes, that should cause some damage.
That's for
like your mind once you're dead. How'd you survive it? Daniel. I had to look after him.
let me see.
I wouldn't have lasted long.
Well, Althea is here if anybody wants to talk to her, too.
Veken, you look quite comfortable. Throne of Myrtle.
It's an odd place to be. Withers is here, too, so I don't know. Should we talk to him? Because he doesn't often visit.
I can have a word with him. Yeah. Hello, Withers.
Lifted. The dead 3 allied once more. The balance shifts.
Right.
There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
Oh. Well, I mean, don't all living things?
No.
Oh.
Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
Narrow-minded thinking, centered entirely on the faiths of this realm.
Oh man, who knows what he's talking about?
There's much to what he says.
The illithid do not have souls as he chooses to view them because they were not made by your Toral gods. Though neither am I or my people. Would he or you claim that I do not have a soul?
Huh? I'm not sure. It seems to work with the Githyanki, and I can't speak on the Githzerai, but...
Our origins are different from yours, who were spun into existence by these beings you now worship. That does not make us or the illithid any less alive, sentient, sapient, capable.
I think the
but
point...
I think what he's saying is that the souls of the illithid, whether they have souls or not, really, we'll skip past that. They can't fuel.
Yes.
The three.
This plan.
Why have a flock that can't feed you?
Because it's stronger than the flock that could. Besides, we've already seen that these deities, amongst the others, are not willing or, I believe, capable of directly influencing the machinations of this realm. Their power is sufficient enough in their own realm. Why choose an army that would feed them if it is not as useful as an army that they could command of much greater strength?
I think part of it is wanting to get back here. The fact that an avatar was able to show up was huge, frankly put.
Yes, but probably the extent of their ability to manifest here.
Exactly, and I feel like if I remember correctly, a lot of their power is guided by their influence. So, an army that...
True.
If it's an army of...
A god with no followers is powerless. There would need to be something else. Something darker, something deeper that we have not seen yet.
Let us actually continue this conversation where multiple other conversations are not having at the same time, because it's very difficult to make out what you are saying.
I have Althira here, and I would love to talk to her, so...
Yeah.
Hello. Are you alright?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Maul is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
Probably. Those are nasty children.
I believe Maul was the one with the eye patch.
Maul's the one with the eye patch. Yeah, she's the one who made the deal with Raphael.
And the was abducted.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't believe we're certain that she did. But
I don't know.
likely.
He very heavily implied that she had already made her decision, and then she had a chess piece.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we play together?
Sure. Let's do that right now.
Yes!
You do not have a choice.
If you can't keep up, don't take it to heart.
Ooh. Hard burn.
Wow.
Wow.
Where's my perform button?
Yes, I mean, if you can't...
Where's the power?
If you can't keep up, Veken...
Bard battle.
It's like your mind wants you dead.
Well, for some reason, I expected more out of this.
I thought this would be something. I
had to look after him. Without him,
Uh,
wouldn't have lasted long.
I fear you're stressing me out.
I have a question.
Yes, you.
The chap who we saw get a parasite in his eye from the big
Duke Ravengard.
Yes.
Yes, we killed him.
Did we?
I don't believe so.
Was that? Oh, I thought he was the. Never mind. I had a leg thing happen, so I thought he was the mind flayer.
No, it was teleported away with those other two.
That is.
He's in command of one of the greatest military forces of this coast, and will likely be a new figurehead, pawn in this game that is being played.
Raven God, isn't that Will's dad?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, he's not going to.
But Victor,
wow.
you were saying.
They're obviously going to use him to do something. If he commands the biggest army and combines that with the other army that is heading there, plus an elder brain, that feels like a force that could...
don't believe that is the play here. Gortash said that he was going to save the city against that oncoming army. I would wager it is likely with the forces of Ravengard's Flaming Fist, at least in supplement to whatever other machinations he has. But eventually...
There's a Cindarl thing going on. Just...
I literally am not doing anything, and things keep happening.
We left the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric.
Already have many allies.
But Ketheric was only the... You have the makings of a leader.
Oh.
Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her Harper's too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
I will seek more allies in the city then.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
I don't like the last part.
It has
the
the feel of...
a little bit menacing.
Yes, it has the feel of...
Thanks for watching out for me. Tossed me back in the shadows.
Manipulation to it.
Cindarl just disappeared.
I'm getting rid of stuff. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
I'm still here in roleplay.
Well, I think we do have much to talk about. If we are done talking with those here, we should probably speak in confidence someplace quieter.
Probably a good idea.
Let us to camp, then.
Agreed.
Long rest.
Yeah, we can start that up. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like
After fighting a god, you know. taking a little
Nighttime after a god.
Yeah. There's a bunch of people that want to talk to us.
Boy.
Ooh. And
the spiders are here.
It seems somebody from my chat has purchased a monologue.
Ooh.
Xre'nav'lra, honestly. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
That's very good.
Though that is just with channel points and not with donations. So it's going to be a smaller monologue. Because
So
that's normally for my my tabletop games. But you know, I'm all for it. Well, actually, Xre'nav'lra has been doing an awful lot of monologuing already in this episode. But let's see. What do we want to monologue about?
Go choose a place to take a seat somewhere to set the scene, Jack.
Somewhere to take a seat. I don't know. Where amongst all these piles of trash do you think would be the most dramatic?
I think the owlbear for you, because that's the one thing you've had to deal with.
You just sit down on the owlbear.
Right beside it.
Where even is our owlbear?
The owlbear's right behind you. I don't think there's any seats, dear. I just thought
no
because you had to deal with it.
What's up with no seats in the whole? Wait, there's a bench. There's one bench.
There's one bench.
One bench right there.
Yeah. And you can't even sit on it. You can move it. You can't sit on it. No, there's a stool over here. Here, I'll sit on this stool. Facing away. Facing the trash. What if I... Nope. Just... Alright.
Can you move the stool? Oh, you can. There you
go. Okay.
right with shirtless Cindarl. Okay,
yep. No, okay. And there's no like /sit command or anything in this because it's not an MMO. Yeah. Well, it's been quite some time since we first met on that Nautiloid, bound by these worms behind our eyes. It's been a journey trying to find some cure for this. And I will admit that I was unimpressed upon our initial joining. But we've bonded and have grown as allies and as teammates. Something I have not had in far too long. Down in the Underdark amongst the Githyanki for so long, I had forgotten what it meant to be part of a team. And even, to an extent, what it meant to be Xre'nav'lra. Our combined philosophies, you threes, those other we travel with, differ to that of my own. But where the Githyanki seek domination, control, servitude of the masses to ensure their ideals, the Xre'nav'lra are not above listening to others, learning from each other, bettering each other. And it is one of the few fortunes of the turn of these events that you all have reminded me the difference between the Githyanki and the Xre'nav'lra, and that there is much more to our own plight and to the Geik intrusions, the grand design that they hold. It's more than just us against them. And now it seems there is even more drawing all of these pieces together. And while we are simply the four of us, and all these stragglers at this camp who don't seem to really want to do anything during this course of events but sit here and chat, regardless. It may only be the four of us, but I can't think of a better four that I have met in my time amongst my people or the Gith Yankee who would actually have a chance of standing up against what we face. So, we have dealt a major defeat. One of 3, it seems, in command of these forces. While I would normally be loath to say it, I think we are due a moment's respite and even celebration. So whether tonight or on our journey to Baldur's Gate, I look forward to whatever revelries we may get into. So to the four of us, she'll hold up a goblet of something she pulled out of somewhere. To the four of us and our bonds, hopefully they will strengthen and be what can break the chain of these dead 3 on this Elder Brain, on the Geik, on all the thralls they now have. She'll toast.
I'll drink. Lovely, Xre'nav'lra. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajax, for sponsoring that.
Yeah, the very first one.
That impromptu inspirational speech.
Victor somehow managed to find himself a steaming cup of tea.
Very nice. Well, actually, with that, with me rambling for so long, that does put us at 10 o'clock. Do we have anything else we want to discuss before we're dropping out?
No, I think we can have our night of rest when we start up next.
Yeah.
This will be a good spot for us to reconvene.
I suggest that we get these dialogues out of the way at least.
Ooh, fair.
Yeah, we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess I'll talk to Will, because considering I've been the one messing around.
Yeah, go for it.
Good choice. Karlach when you're done.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Well, I see that you've been told about your father. I'm glad I don't need to be the one to tell you that, so... What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Yes. The Absolute's cult has your dad. What do you think they'll do with him? Where do they go next?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it.
I know
It
it.
serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The
Well, somehow I didn't put
Absolute's
that
armies on
together.
the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Well, Zora said you can say what led to your pact and exile and all that. I pulled some strings. I think it's time we learn the truth about you.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege,
What would you sacrifice to save it?
My home is under siege. I don't have a good answer for these, because I did exactly what you did. I guess I'd give my life if it meant keeping my residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17.
I'm surprised there's not a warlock
Father,
option there.
Yeah.
I am
Our
too.
Ravengard had just been named a Grand Duke, and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
Oh, damn, I remember that.
A fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world.
Oh,
Others
good
worship
grief.
the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
That's not good.
Left you in charge, though. I'll just nod and continue.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Alright, boy, come on. Come on, Will, show me what's going on.
Shadow of the Mount. 5 groups of
I don't know why they
5
didn't make a
figures,
cinematic.
each
Yeah, this should
encircle
have been a
lofty
cinematic.
Totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth.
A lot more of these should be like the
cultists
freaky
chant,
pulsing.
first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
Oh, dear.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. And I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
I wonder what she's got rooted there, and why you were so important to her.
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel.
I wonder what Zariel thinks of you then.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Here, here. You took on 25 cultists, though? That's incredibly impressive.
I had Mizura at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus, and oozed the rot of Dis.
Gross.
Lovely.
The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My
That
soul
power
was
seems to have
bound,
left him.
and my lips
He
were sealed.
mentioned that. He lost it when he was infected. Is that how you lost your eye, though? Battle with the cult of the dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Mizura replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
You could just take out the eye.
I doubt
Yeah.
it's easy.
No.
Well, I mean, we could always call in Volo. He seems good with it. What about your father, the Grand Duke? What did he do
He
there?
returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizura had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
You did what you had to do for the city.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
We'll talk about this later.
I understand.
How does it feel to be a devil, by the way? I haven't asked you that
It's
yet.
said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen my reflection just yet.
Ouch.
Really?
Be my mirror. What do you see?
Ooh.
I see the handsome devil, if I do say so myself.
I can't tell if you're being silly or serious. I'll accept the flattery either way. I suppose I'll grow used to the new me. Horns and all. The people will see a curiosity. Maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters. Keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
Thanks for the talk, Will.
Alright, let's see.
That's a boy who's got a lot to unpack. That man's gotta have a heyday. Once this, like, all settles down, he has to go to bed one night, and we've had him in this camp the entire... It's right there. It's right there, and he...
How?
Yeah.
Seems that he is a servant of Bane.
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Calm down.
Not if I kill him first.
I won't know peace till I've dug my thumbs into his eyes. Till I've ripped out his throat with my teeth. Hear that, Gortash? I'm coming for you.
I can feel it. The engine is getting hotter. Louder. I feel like it might burn out completely. And soon, if I don't find some way to fix it. You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in, but Gortash gave her the go-ahead. You expect this shit from devils, but not from the people you care about. Let's get to the city. Got business there I'm highly fucking keen to attend to.
Okay.
Feel bad for her.
Yeah, Karlak's story is the most,
And even worse, because we're incapable of doing anything for her because we can't accept her into our party.
Yeah, exactly. We can't even reduce the heat.
Are there any sane people in this camp?
Well, your buddy's over there twiddling his thumbs.
Yes, and he can keep doing that.
Oh, Arabella's over here, too. Cindarl, she doesn't have a little quest marker, but Arabella's here.
Arabella? You mean Aiden?
Yeah.
The tiefling girl.
Yeah, the little girl that we were going to send away.
Oh, yes, that one. Yes, I know her well. Oh, yes.
More.
You have been very strong.
I just wish...
They would be proud of you.
I wish I don't feel so strong. Or anything, really. Just tired.
There's also a secret thing. I think that we need to speak to Jaheira for something to activate, or maybe that's not the city. Okay, maybe not yet. Okay. I think there's one more person, and then we're done.
Is there?
Yeah, I think they want it. I think the two.
Aelin and Isabel, right?
Ah.
They wanted to talk at camp.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
You and Aelin seem to have a lot of history. What happened?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
No, but
I certainly believe you, Stars.
Guilty. The moment I looked at Aelin, I just knew I had to be with her. I was hers. That was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
He became a chosen of the dead god, Merc.
I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
Understandable.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Okay. Let us take our long rest and end the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is something gonna happen? Fuck. God
Yeah.
damn it. Oh. Veken.
It sounded like a dog. Oh
no!
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
Nothing. Both animals look fine.
Thought something was wrong.
Oh, your speak to animals isn't activated. God damn it.
Yeah.
Just a bad dream.
Oh, there you go.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Goblins had me in a cage. Poked me with pointy sticks.
Hush now, it was just a nightmare. We're safe here, with Master.
The best
They'll
companionship.
settle in. Give it a little time.
Thank you, Switch. Did you call me Master just now?
I suppose I did. You've been good to us. To both of us. Gomwick would be happy I'm with you, I think.
Like it here. Warm fire. Scratch reminds me of Big Brother.
Do you have a brother?
Used to. Mother ate him.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I won't eat you. Well, you're both welcome here.
Double screech.
Yes! I got an achievement for petting both animals at once.
Nice.
That's so cool.
It was all worth it.
Oh.
I'm very happy that your animal speak didn't go away, because that
Yes.
was
Yeah.
less.
That would have sucked.
All right.
Well,
Well, yeah. Yes.
well, I believe that. Why are the floors covered in blood? Did I sleep through something? Anyway, yeah, I suppose it is 10 o'clock. That is where we can wrap it up. Yeah, lots of great roleplay and interesting developments towards the end here. Made it mostly out of Act 2. I think we're still technically in Act 2 until we head to the bridge. Yep. But we're gonna pick up with some really interesting stuff next week.
Like how they follow them.
Oh, look at that.
Sorry.
Yeah, cool. So, another episode of From Behind These Eyes tonight. We'll be back presumably next week with another one, the transition between Acts 2 and 3, which is my favorite part of the game. What we dealt with tonight with the Elder Brain and Merkle and all that, and transitioning into Act 3. It's going to be a good time, and then we have all of Act 3 to go through, which is going to be a lot. So we'll see how we tackle that. But until then, let's go over once again who we all are, and now that we're at the end here, where we can find more of these fantastic gamers and role players. Speaking about fantastic gaming acumen, Tal, our master gaming resident here. What you got going on?
That's me.
Only hurt somebody a little bit this week.
Yeah, I know, and I didn't take any damage. Not bad.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, I'm Tal. You can find me on the social media under the Gamer's Rest, and you can check out my YouTube where I play games badly, which can come as a shock to no one at all. Let's see, what have I got going on? There was going to be, I'm launching a new thing for my Ko-fi next month. So I'm starting a new series. And it's going to be 5e monsters based on Grim Tales. So kind of taking the Grim Tale and making it even worse, which I've already got a couple ready for. And yeah, it's going to be truly terrifying.
Nice.
So that'll be coming soon, next month. And that is me.
Cool. Very interesting. Zach, playing Veken. What you working on?
Yeah, hey everybody. I'm Zach. I go by Astraceratops here on Twitch. I wasn't streaming today, that's fine. And I run Scheduled for Launch, a podcast to talk about indie projects where you can learn about music and games and other cool stuff. We got a lot of really cool stuff that are coming up, actually. I got 2 next week that I'm going to be interviewing for. Going to be reintroducing James Kerr, creator of oh my gosh, why can't I remember what it's called right now? It's right here too. Fight to Survive, role-playing martial arts meets heart. He is introducing a new project called solo. Oh my gosh. It's a solo street fighting game based on 80s, like, grim kind of hand-to-hand combat martial arts movies. It's a lot of fun. I can't remember. Solo Martial Blues, that's what it's called. And it looks incredible. And I'm also going to be talking to another new creator who's developing a game called Beetle Knight, where you get to play as bug knights in a little fantasy world, and it looks really good. We're going to be talking about that soon.
Nice.
On Saturday, I'm going to be streaming Pal World with a couple friends. We're going to be diving into the weird world of Pal World, which, if you don't know, it's kind of like the worst form of Pokemon. Yeah, you equip your little Pokemon-esque creatures with weapons and send them off to war as you capture and eat them. Or use them as your army. It's going to be a lot of fun. That'll be on Astroceratops. Where, yeah, that comes out tomorrow. We're going to be playing it on Saturday. Early reviews are saying it's a lot of fun, and it's kind of like Rust, so we're going to see what trouble we get into.
Nice.
That's everything from me, though. I hopefully won't sound like this unintentionally for too much longer. Because it hurts to talk sometimes.
Right.
You can find me on everything at Schedule for Launch, by the way. Other than Twitch, I'm Astroceratops.
Nice. Sounds like a lot of cool things to look out for.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And renewed once again with the normal amount of material components and arcane circumstance. We have the Eye.
I am the Eye. I've been playing Cindarl, the barbarian, paladin, follower of Tempest, god of war. I am found here right now. That's it. It's the only place I am found until Zach decides to resummon me for various antics on his
He'll
channel.
be back soon, but if you listen to my voice, that's why.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
Not a blame. You mortals are very weak, I understand. Anywho, besides that, yes, we are. That's me. That is
awesome.
Amazing looking earth elemental.
Yeah. Looks even better once all the textures load in. All right, and of course, I have been Xre'nav'lra. You already know where to find me. It's right here, because you're already watching, so thanks. If you are watching this live and you don't know about it yet, you can also head over to YouTube, where you can find all of this and previous things, as with everywhere else at RPGs Uncovered. Right now, at least currently, this is really the only main show I have going on. I'm looking into actually a lot more stuff coming up this year. Unfortunately, I lost a good 2 weeks to being sick, and that really threw everything off, but I am getting back into the grind of setting up some really cool stuff for this year, so stay tuned for that. I am looking forward to launching at least once monthly one-shots of various games, so we can start seeing a lot more games being introduced and explored without necessarily going into a full RPGs Uncovered season. So I'm looking to run at least one every month, 2 if I can get guest GMs on to help run more games. And also that might give me a chance to play in some of them. So if you or anyone you know is a creator of a fun new indie game or would simply like to come on to RPGs Uncovered as a guest GM, there's a form that you can find on really all the social medias, but it is the pinned tweet on the Twitter. So you can sign up to be a player or a contributor of a game or a guest GM, all kinds of cool stuff on there. And I look forward to working with a lot of cool people and helping to tell a lot more cool stories that I just can't tell. That's one of my main reasons of doing this. The more people you bring on to tell more stories, the more people with different backgrounds and different ways of life and different experiences, the more amazing stories that can be told, and that just benefits everybody. So I'm looking forward to doing monthly or twice monthly one-shots coming up, but the big draw right now is Starcrier, a Lancer story. believe everyone can still hear me. Yes. So we're probably going to be pushing the start date back a week or two, probably looking mid-February at this point, again, because I lost so much time from being sick. But I have a lot of really cool stuff planned for Starcrier, and I have an amazing cast that I've put together. Still not finalized on if I can get one or two more people onto that, but stay tuned for cast announcements. Stay tuned for a lot of really cool drops about what's coming up with that. Starcrier is going to be a full season length campaign, possibly multi-season length campaign, depending on how much you guys enjoy it. And I'm really looking forward to doing something much more long format. And I have got a lot of really cool plans for this as far as maps and visuals and sound and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. The Starcrier Conflict, a Lancer story, coming in February. I think that is more or less all I have going on. Check out Veil of the Void and the associated Twitch channel every other week that we can get everybody together for some amazing Veil of the Void content. That's always fun. And I should be working with a lot more other channels in the coming weeks and months where you can find me as a player on other channels. So the best place to learn about that really is either on my Discord for the Going Live announcements or on Twitter, where you can retweet everything. Because I'm already talking with some great people about getting on some other games. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've been rambling for long enough. We've done our introductions, outroductions, whatever that may be. So thank you for watching another fun episode of From Behind These Eyes. Check us out next week for the continuation of this, and probably my favorite part of Baldur's Gate 3 coming up. And if you haven't already, go check out YouTube for the previous From Behind These Eyes episodes and all of the other fun tutorials and demo play miniseries and interviews that I've done with some fantastic creators and games throughout the last couple of years. Thank you for watching. Everybody stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, keep having fun, and keep checking back here at RPGs Uncovered for a lot of really fun content coming up this year. Good night, folks, and happy time zone. All right.